How's it? Today we are learning HTML and how to create a web page from scratch. Here's just an example of someone's website. If you control click on any website, hit view page source, you will see all of the coding that went into creating a website. Coding is very important. It uses a lot of logic, a lot of advanced thinking skills. Today we're just learning simple thinking skills for websites, but it's a really good skill to have is how to think like a computer language, and a lot of good jobs in computer programming as well. Some people really enjoy it, so we're going to get some experience with it. First, what we're going to do is save our work. So what you're going to do is open TextEdit on MacBook or Notepad on a PC. Once you open TextEdit, you can search for that. You want to get rid of the editor here. So hit Command Shift T and it'll get rid of that. You have to get rid of that. And then we're going to go in and start saving our work. You want to save a new folder in your Dropbox. So I'm going to hit Command Shift N to create a new folder. And I'm going to call this folder Web Page. And then inside this folder you're going to save this file. So I'm going to hit File, Save, and Where. Make sure you save that inside that folder that we just made called Web Page. And you are going to name it Index, because all home pages are called index.html because it's an HTML file. Okay, so and you're going to hit save. Now it's going to say you have an extension.html. Yes, use HTML. That is correct. All right. So we are done. We just made our first web page. And if you go and look at it, you'll see it's right here. And you can double click that and it will open in a browser. And you can bring that up. Now if you notice it says where it's located on your computer, so you can't actually see it on the website outside of your computer, but it is here. So you're going to leave that open. You can resize a little bit smaller so it's a little bit easier to work with. But let's go ahead and put that there and put that there. So let's start making our web page now so we can see a little bit something. Now by the way, I went to view and zoom in. It's a little bit easier to read. It's up to you. Everything starts with a HTML bracket. Now, this is called an open bracket. It's a programming language saying, hey, I'm starting with a tag, and this is a tag. It's saying we're going to be doing an instruction, follow my instructions. So it's saying this is an HTML document, and with an HTML document, we want to make a title. For the title, see how web pages have these titles on the tabs and on the top, and that's what search engines look for. So we're going to put head, because it's kind of like in the head of a body, or in a paper you call it the head. And then we're going to call this title. Okay, and just keep on hitting enter. And for the title, you're going to be putting portfolio. So I'm going to put Mr. Hiles portfolio, and you can put your name for your portfolio. Now, I am done with my title. Whenever you're done with something, you want to close the tag. To close the tag, it's the same thing, but you add the /. And now I'm saying, hey, I'm done with my title. It's very important. For every open tag, you have to have a closed tag. Okay, so I'm done with my title, and I'm done with my head, and now I'm ready to have the body. What you can do is hit Command S, and it should save, and then go back to your page that you made and hit Command R to refresh, and you'll see it says actually Mr. Hiles portfolio. So we're good to go on that part. Next is the body. Okay, so for your body, we are going to be placing body, and I'm going to put BG color, and I'm going to put equals, and I'm going to put its color in here. For colors, you have a lot of options. You can actually just Google search HTML colors, And I just like to look at the images, and you'll see, and you can choose any of these. They're all standard images in terms of what you can use. But as you can see, those are all your image option or color options that you can use. So go ahead and choose one of those codes for a color. I'm going to use CCFFF. CCFFF. And then I'm going to go in here to my text editor and put that color in for my body background color. Also, if you want to change the text of your color of your body, you can put text and put space. Text equals with no space, and then choose the color that you want for that. I'm just going to use a dark gray 6 3s. I'm going to use that one. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and there. So I'm going to close my bracket right there, and now I'm going to start my what's actually going to be on my page. Now if I hit Command S, you want to make sure it works. So I'm going to go here, Command R. The reason why it's green is I forgot an F. So you all, HTML can be very frustrating. If you forget one little thing or you forget like one tag, the whole thing won't work. So I'm going to change that and put the F's, and then go back to my page and refresh, and now it's the color I want. So I think I'm good to go. For my title, there's different titles that you can use. Titles like headings start with H1. H1 is your biggest heading. The second largest is H2, and then H3, and it goes on to H5 is the smallest heading. So I'm going to put H1, and for the heading, I'm going to put Mr. Hiles, and you can put your name, portfolio. And for the portfolio, I'm going to underline it. To underline the text, you are going to hit underline, which is U. So I'm going to come up here and put U. And remember, whenever we start something, you need to close it. So, and you can actually just copy and paste and then just add the close tags right there. So now we finished that. So Command S and refresh, and notice you'll see right here that it's subject. Just ignore the symbols. That's basically because of the apostrophe, so you won't have that. I'll just take it off if it annoys you. There we go. The reason why is because you need a symbol, which I'll talk about later in a class. So next, what you're going to do is we're going to put some of our strengths, okay? Because you want, whenever in a portfolio, you always want to kind of say what some of your strengths are to show them, hey, I have a strong portfolio. I'm just going to make up something and say, just put some of Mr. Hiles' strengths are, and then put 3 things that you think you have strengths in. Now, for the strengths, you're going to bold your name. So to bold it, you're going to hit B, okay, add the B tag right before your name, and close the B right after your name. And then for your strengths, you're going to be italicizing those. And you can hit enter. If it looks like this for enter, it's not actually going to be an enter. So, and I'm going to put I for italicized, and I'm going to close the italicized. We don't want the and italicized, so I'm going to close the I, and I'm going to open the I right here, and like that, and then I'm going to close the I right here. So if I hit Command S and go back here and Command refresh, and again I'll take off you should see it right here. So you just made your first web page, and later we'll be learning more about how to establish a better page option.